KoKo Language Learning, Listening, and Shadowing podcast.
Hello there, everyone. It's Jacob here. Really happy to be exploring some pretty big ideas with you today. How's everything going on your end?
Hi, I'm doing wonderfully, thanks. And hello to everyone listening in. This is Allie. I'm really looking forward to, diving into a topic that, well, it touches so many of us, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. Welcome, everyone, to the KoKo Language Learning Podcast. We're so glad you're here with us.
Absolutely.
So this deep dive today, it's really designed to do a couple of important things. First, we want to share some, hopefully, really valuable ideas about a challenge lots of us face. And second, it's all about helping you practice and, improve your English skills. You'll hear us using clear, pretty easy to follow English.
Yeah, which makes it great for just listening practice, really tuning your ear.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's also a fantastic chance for you to maybe try shadowing what we say.
Oh, that's a great idea. Shadowing.
Yeah, just repeating after us. It can really help boost your speaking confidence.
It really can. Every time you listen, you're not just learning about, interesting stuff. You're actively training your ear to understand English better.
Right.
And like you said, training your voice to speak more smoothly if you try that shadowing.
Spot on. Now, before we really jump into the main topic, just a quick friendly reminder from us.
Yes.
If you find this deep dive helpful, if you enjoy what we do, please remember to subscribe, maybe give it a like, or share it with friends.
It honestly makes such a difference. Your support, it truly motivates our team to keep creating helpful content just for you. We really appreciate it.
We definitely do. It keeps us going. Okay, so before we get into the heart of it, we want to quickly introduce 3 key words you'll hear us use today.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Understanding these will definitely help you get the most out of our chat.
Okay, first word.
First up is self-worth. Okay, so imagine self-worth as this. Like strong, good feeling deep down inside you.
Okay.
It's the belief, the feeling really, that you are valuable and good just exactly as you are. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks or says.
So it's internal.
Totally internal. It's a steady feeling, something that stays with you and helps you feel okay, even when things get tough. It doesn't depend on, outside stuff.
Got it. Okay, next up we have the comparison trap.
Ah, the trap.
Yeah, think of this as like a cycle you can get stuck in. It's when you keep looking at what other people have, or maybe what they're doing, and then you start to feel bad about yourself because you're comparing their life or what you see of their life to yours.
Right. It's a pattern of thinking that can really make you feel kind of stuck and unhappy.
Exactly. And the third one.
And finally, self-compassion. This one's lovely. It simply means being kind and gentle and, understanding towards yourself.
Especially when things are hard.
Especially then, or when you make a mistake, which we all do. It's about treating yourself with the same sort of care and understanding you'd offer a really good friend.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
Okay, so quick summary of what we're exploring today. We're diving into this very, very common habit of comparing ourselves to others. It's something that can really, steal our joy and make us feel like we're just not measuring up.
Yeah, it can.
But
Yeah.
don't worry, we're not just talking about the problem. Today's deep dive is all about sharing 8 practical, actionable ways to help you break free from that comparison pattern.
8 clear steps.
Yep. Our goal is to help you feel more content, more accepting of yourself, and just more confident in your own unique journey.
It's really about finding that sense of inner calm and happiness and truly valuing who you are right now.
Exactly. So let's start digging in. It's just so natural, isn't it, to constantly look around and, compare ourselves.
It really is.
Whether it's friends, colleagues, or maybe especially those people we see online.
Yeah.
We often find ourselves doing it almost automatically. Have you ever caught yourself doing that?
Yeah.
Just boom, comparing your situation.
Oh, absolutely. You've hit on something so true there.
Yeah.
And, this urge to compare, it's actually really old. It goes way back.
Really, like survival stuff.
Kind of, yeah. Back to a time when knowing where you stood in your group was important for safety and resources. But here's the twist.
Okay.
In our modern, super connected world, this natural tendency, it often ends up making us feel worse, not better.
Huh. So our old programming is kind of glitching in the modern world.
That's a great way to think about it. Exactly. When people compare themselves to others who seem better off, maybe they look like they have a more exciting job or a nicer car or just seem happier.
Yeah, the grass is always greener effect.
Right. they often end up feeling pretty bad about their own lives. They start thinking, oh, my life isn't as good, or I'm falling behind, or I'm just not good enough.
And I bet social media just pours gasoline on that fire, doesn't it?
Right.
It feels like a constant stream of everyone else's best bits.
It absolutely does. So social media platforms often show us these like carefully curated highlight reels.
Right. The perfect moments.
Exactly. The amazing holidays, the big promotions, the perfect looking family photos. But what we don't see is the full real story.
The messy bits.
The messy bits. All the everyday challenges, the struggles, the difficult moments, the behind the scenes stuff. It's like watching only the trailer for a movie and thinking the whole film is nonstop action and happiness.
Yeah, without the plot twist and the struggles.
Precisely. And there's actually quite a bit of information out there that shows a strong link between spending more time on social media and having lower self-esteem.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, for example, some findings suggest that even just 1 hour a day spent on, a popular social media site could lead to a noticeable drop in how good someone feels about themselves.
Wow, just an hour. That's significant. It really makes you pause and think about how we're using that time online.
It really can. Because when we're constantly comparing, it can create this negative cycle. It can make feelings of insecurity or anxiety or even depression feel much worse.
I can see that.
And it can also feel something called imposter syndrome, that nagging feeling that you're not actually as capable as people think or that you don't really deserve your successes.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
And it can even affect things like body image. It just becomes this difficult loop that can make existing problems feel even heavier, even harder to manage.
Okay, so it's really clear that comparison hurts us. But let's go a bit deeper. Why does it constantly let us down like this? It feels like our minds are playing tricks on us sometimes.
They kind of are. That's a great way to put it. There are a few key reasons. The first one is that comparison is sort of like a brain shortcut, but it's a shortcut with a huge blind spot.
A blind spot. How so?
Well, our brains like to process things quickly, right? Take shortcuts. But these shortcuts can distort reality. When we compare, we often fall into what's called a selective focus blind spot,
Okay.
which means we tend to zoom in on what we dislike about ourselves, and then we only notice other people who seem better or more successful in that specific area.
I know that feeling.
Yeah.
It's like my brain highlights my own flaws and then finds someone who seems perfect in that exact way.
Exactly. And we end up comparing our own messy, real, complicated lives, with all the ups and downs, the private worries, the things nobody sees, to the shiny, perfect outsides that people choose to show the world.
Right, the curated version.
Totally. And the truth is, nobody has a perfect life. We rarely, if ever, see the full, nuanced picture of someone else's challenges, their private struggles, or maybe the sheer hard work they put in. We're usually just seeing a tiny, carefully selected snapshot.
That makes so much sense. We're basically comparing our behind-the-scenes footage to someone else's highlight reel.
You got it. Okay, the second reason comparison trips us up is that essentially you're letting outside things define your identity. You're outsourcing your self-worth.
Outsourcing my self-worth. What do you mean?
Well, when we base how good we feel about ourselves on being better than others or on external things like getting good grades or lots of compliments or followers,
Yeah.
we're basically handing over our own inner sense of who we are. But your true worth, your real value, it's something you already have inside you. It's inherent.
So it doesn't depend on how I stack up against others.
Not at all. It's always there. The real goal, maybe, should be to live in a way that feels true to your own values, what's genuinely important to you, rather than constantly trying to win some imaginary competition.
Okay, so finding value from within, not based on external benchmarks. Makes sense. What's the third reason?
The third reason comparison lets us down is that it can actually lead to feeling isolated, and it can cause drama and friction in relationships.
How so?
Well, if you think of life as this constant competition, it can make you start competing even with people who should be on your team, like your friends or colleagues or family.
I can see that happening.
Yeah, it might lead to feelings of like resentment or bitterness when other people succeed, or just this constant background hum of stress and insecurity inside you. This competitive mindset really gets in the way of forming genuine, trusting connections with people.
So it pushes people away almost.
It can, yeah. Instead of, trying to tear others down or feel superior, we could actually be building a world based more on cooperation and real connection. And that shift has to start from within ourselves.
Okay, wow. So comparison is this really tricky habit, clearly makes us feel worse. What can we actually do about it? How do we stop?
Right, the practical stuff.
Yeah, the good news is There are definitely clear, helpful ways to shift your focus and start feeling better about your own path. So let's explore 8 practical tips.
Sounds good. And these strategies, they're really all about bringing your attention back home, back to your own life, your own growth.
Instead of getting lost in someone else's online story.
Exactly, instead of getting caught up in someone else's highlight reel. Okay, number 1.
Let's hear it. First up, probably the elephant in the room, social media.
Yep. First tip, limit time on social media. Or at least be more mindful about it. Try using it in smaller doses, perhaps. And if certain accounts, consistently trigger those comparison feelings or just make you feel bad about yourself, it is absolutely okay to unfollow them. Protect your peace.
That's empowering, actually.
It is. Also, try to pay really close attention to how you feel after you've been scrolling. Does it generally lift you up or bring you down? That awareness is key to figuring out what amount of time is healthy for you.
Right, listening to your own internal cues. Okay, that's a solid first step. What's next?
Number 2, identify and avoid your triggers. This takes a bit of self-reflection. Think about the specific people or places or maybe situations that tend to kickstart that comparison engine in your head.
Like specific conversations or events.
Could be. Maybe it's a friend who perhaps unintentionally always talks about their achievements, or certain family gatherings where you feel scrutinized, or even just scrolling through a particular type of content online. Once you know what your personal triggers are, you can then consciously try to limit your exposure to them, or at least prepare yourself mentally if you can't avoid them.
Okay, so becoming aware of the starting points for that habit makes sense. Tip number 3.
Third tip is a mindset shift. Remind yourself that you don't know the whole story.
Back to the highlight reel idea.
Exactly. Remember, what people choose to show, especially online, is often just a tiny, polished sliver of their actual lives. Everyone, absolutely everyone, has struggles.
They just don't usually post about the tough stuff.
Rarely. So don't fall for the illusion that someone else's life is perfect just because their online presence looks that way. Real life involves challenges for everybody.
That's such an important grounding thought. Easy to forget when scrolling. Okay, number 4.
Number 4 is about shifting the direction of comparison. Compare your present self to your past self.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Instead of looking sideways at others, look backwards at how far you have come. Think about who you were a few years ago, or even just last year. And really take a moment to appreciate your own personal growth, the progress you've made, the skills you've learned, the challenges you've overcome. This helps you genuinely see and value your own unique journey.
Celebrating your own steps, big or small. I really like that. Okay, number 5.
5th tip, embrace the competition, but use it as motivation. This sounds a bit counterintuitive, maybe.
A little, yeah. How does that work?
Well, you can actually use other people's achievements as inspiration, not as a reason to feel jealous or inadequate. If you admire someone's success, see what you can learn from them.
So learn from it, don't be crushed by it.
Exactly. Their success can actually motivate you to reach your own goals. Think of it like this. There's benign envy and malicious envy.
Okay.
Benign envy is when you see someone else succeed and it inspires you, like, wow, that's great, maybe I can work towards something similar. Malicious envy is when you feel bad about their success and kind of wish they didn't have it.
Okay, so aim for the inspiring kind of envy.
Aim for benign envy, let it fuel your own efforts, don't let it diminish you.
That's a really helpful distinction, and I guess that leads into the next point.
It does, nicely. Tip number 6, celebrate other people. Actively shift your focus from yourself outwards.
Oh.
Congratulate friends when they achieve something. Tell people sincerely what you admire about them. Cheer them on genuinely as they pursue their goals. When you actively celebrate others, it pulls you out of your own head, makes you feel less self-absorbed, and it can actually feel really freeing. Plus, it builds better connections.
Yeah, that sounds like it would create a much more positive environment all around.
Okay.
Number 7.
7th tip, build self-worth internally. This goes back to what we said earlier. Understand that your value, your worth as a person is already there. It's unconditional.
It doesn't need to be earned through comparison.
Precisely. So instead of constantly seeking outside validation, like needing good grades or compliments or lots of likes online, focus on what truly makes you feel valuable from the inside out.
Like what kind of things?
It could be acting with kindness or showing resilience when things are tough, or maybe just living in a way that aligns with your core personal values. Ask yourself, am I living in line with the person I know myself to be deep down?
That's a powerful question.
It is. And using self-affirming phrases can help too, like reminding yourself, I am enough, just as I am.
Finding that inner anchor. Okay, powerful. What's the final tip, number 8?
The eighth and final tip is to practice self-compassion. This is crucial. It means being genuinely gentle and understanding with yourself,
Especially when you feel inadequate.
especially then, or when you mess up. It involves 3 main parts. First, self-kindness. Being warm towards yourself when you suffer, fail, or feel inadequate, rather than ignoring your pain or criticizing yourself.
Yeah.
Second, common humanity. Recognizing that suffering and personal inadequacy are part of the shared human experience, something we all go through, rather than being something that happens to me alone.
So remembering you're not alone in feeling this way.
Exactly. And third, mindfulness. Taking a balanced approach to your negative emotions so that feelings are neither suppressed nor exaggerated. Observing them without judgment.
So being kind, remembering everyone's struggles, and just noticing your feelings without piling on judgment.
You got it. Think of it like cultivating an inner cheerleader instead of listening to that harsh inner critic.
How do you practice that?
Well, there's simple exercises. You could create a kind, imaginary image in your mind, someone who embodies compassion. Or visualize a peaceful, safe place in your mind. Or even write a compassionate letter to yourself, maybe from the perspective of a wise, kind friend.
Okay.
Or practice mindful breathing, maybe focusing on imagining warm, kind colors filling you up as you breathe in and releasing tension as you breathe out. Little things can make a big difference.
Okay, those are 8 really solid practical strategies. So bringing it all together, what does this really mean for you, the listener, in your life right now? How does this apply day to day?
Yeah, great question. What it means, fundamentally, is that your journey is uniquely yours. It's your path. There's really no need to compare your chapter 2 to someone else's chapter 20.
I love that analogy.
Right. Your value is inherent. It's inside you already, and it's absolutely not defined by what other people have or what they achieve, whether you're learning English, starting a new project, raising a family, whatever it is. Your progress is yours alone.
So focusing on your own steps, even the tiny ones, that's the real key to feeling good.
Absolutely. Focusing on your progress, celebrating your effort, no matter how small the step seems, that's the foundation for building real, lasting confidence and that deep sense of inner peace.
Yeah,
You know that old saying, comparison is the thief of joy?
I do. It's so true.
It really is. When you can start to embrace who you are right now, honor your own unique path, and celebrate your own milestones without looking over your shoulder, that's the path to a more authentic and ultimately a more fulfilling life.
So this deep dive, we've really explored how to navigate this super common challenge of comparing ourselves. We've talked about why it's such a tricky trap for our minds. And we've shared 8 clear, actionable ways to help you shift your focus back to your own unique, valuable path.
And just remember, truly, your worth is already within you. The whole journey, maybe, is just about discovering that and really embracing that truth. You are enough right now, just as you are.
That's a wonderful thought to hold on to. And as you go about your week, we want to leave you with something to ponder, just a little thought exercise.
Okay.
If you could choose just one small way to celebrate your own unique journey this week, genuinely celebrate something about your path without looking at anyone else's, what would that be for you? Just think about it.
Thank you so much for joining us for this deep dive today. It's been a real pleasure.
Yes, thank you all so much for tuning in and learning with us. We truly appreciate you being here. Take good care of yourselves.